In the remote, icy wilderness of Antarctica, there lived a lively little penguin who was always full of energy. He would spend his days joyfully sliding down the slopes of snow-covered hills, diving into the chilly water to catch fish, and waddling around with his friends in the penguin colony. His name was Penguin, and he was known for his curiosity and love for adventure. Not far away, in the deep, calm waters, lived a peaceful and graceful seal. Seal was known for her serene nature and her deep connection to the sea. She spent her days swimming through the cold currents, gliding effortlessly through the water, and resting on floating icebergs when she needed a break. She enjoyed the quiet of the ocean and never strayed too far from her familiar waters. One particularly cold morning, Penguin woke up feeling especially adventurous. "I'm going to explore a new part of the ocean today," he announced to his friends in the colony. "Be careful, Penguin. Don't go too far," warned one of his older friends. "The currents are strong, and it's easy to get lost." Penguin, however, was too excited to heed the warning. He waddled off toward the edge of the ice and dove into the freezing water. He swam as fast as he could, exploring new places he had never been before. The fish were plentiful, and he enjoyed darting through the schools of fish, chasing them playfully. As the day went on, Penguin didn't notice how far he had swum from his colony. The currents were stronger here, pulling him farther and farther out to sea. He tried to swim back, but every time he made progress, the current pushed him back even farther. Exhausted, he found himself clinging to a small, slippery iceberg that had broken off from the larger ice shelves. "I'm stuck," Penguin muttered to himself, feeling a rising sense of panic. He looked around, but there was no one in sight. The vast, icy ocean stretched endlessly in all directions, and the cold was beginning to numb his little wings. "Help! Help!" he called out into the silence. His voice echoed off the ice, but no one answered. The cold wind bit at him, and the water around the iceberg seemed darker and more threatening. Just as Penguin was beginning to lose hope, a smooth shape appeared beneath the water. It was Seal, gliding effortlessly through the ocean, her sleek body cutting through the icy waves. She had been nearby, hunting for fish, when she heard Penguin's cries. "Who's calling for help?" Seal's voice was gentle but curious as she surfaced near the iceberg. Her large, dark eyes locked onto Penguin, who was shivering atop the ice. Penguin's eyes widened with relief. "Oh, thank goodness you came. I'm stuck on this iceberg, and the currents are too strong for me to swim back. Can you help me, please?" Seal smiled warmly. "Of course. You're a long way from home, little Penguin. Why did you venture out so far?" "I was exploring," Penguin admitted, his voice trembling. "But I didn't realize how strong the currents would be out here. I should have listened to my friends." Seal chuckled softly. "We all make mistakes. The important thing is that you're safe now. Climb onto my back, and I'll take you back to your colony." Penguin hesitated for a moment. He had never ridden on a seal's back before, and the idea seemed a little strange. But with no other options, he carefully climbed onto Seal's smooth, slippery back, holding on tightly with his small wings. "Hold on," Seal said with a playful wink. "We're going for a ride." With a powerful kick of her flippers, Seal began to swim through the water, effortlessly navigating the currents that had trapped Penguin. As they moved, Penguin felt a strange sense of exhilaration. He had never traveled so fast through the water, and the world seemed to blur as they sped along the surface. "This is amazing!" Penguin exclaimed, his fear slowly fading away. "You're so fast. Seal laughed, her voice echoing through the water. It's what I do best. We seals are built for swimming, just like you penguins are built for sliding on ice. As they swam, Penguin noticed how Seal seemed to know every twist and turn of the ocean. She guided them around jagged icebergs, dove beneath waves, and followed the safest paths through the treacherous currents. Penguin was impressed by her skill and grace. "You're really good at this," Penguin said, his admiration clear in his voice. "I've never seen anyone swim like you." Seal smiled modestly. "Thank you. The ocean is my home, just like the ice is yours. We each have our strengths." As they approached Penguin's colony, the water became calmer, and the familiar icy landscape came into view. Penguin could see his friends in the distance, and relief washed over him. "We're almost there," Penguin said excitedly. "Thank you so much for helping me." Seal gently slowed her pace and brought Penguin to the edge of the ice. "It was my pleasure," she said. "I'm glad I could help." Penguin climbed off her back and waddled onto the ice, feeling much safer now that he was home. He turned to Seal with a grateful smile. "I never thought I'd make a friend like you," Penguin said. "We're so different, but you saved me." Seal nodded thoughtfully. "We may be different, but that doesn't mean we can't be friends. Sometimes, our differences make us stronger together." From that day on, Penguin and Seal became the best of friends. They met regularly at the edge of the sea, where they would play in the water, share stories of their lives, and explore new places together. Penguin would slide on the ice while Seal swam alongside him, and they often marveled at how their unique strengths complemented each other. One day, Penguin's friends approached him as they watched the unlikely pair playing near the shore. "Isn't it strange to be friends with a seal?" one of his friends asked. "You're so different." Penguin smiled and shook his head. "Maybe we're different, but that's what makes our friendship special. Seal helped me when I was in trouble, and we've learned so much from each other. It doesn't matter where we come from or how we look, it's what's inside that counts." His friends nodded in agreement, realizing that Penguin was right. Seal may have been different from them, but her kindness and bravery had brought them all together. And so, Penguin and Seal continued their adventures, showing everyone in the Antarctic that true friendship knows no boundaries. Whether they were sliding on ice or diving deep into the ocean, their bond grew stronger with each passing day, proving that the most unlikely of friendships can often be the most special. Moral of the story: true friendship transcends differences. By embracing what makes us unique, we can form bonds that are stronger and more meaningful, learning from one another along the way.